Hello lovely people, welcome back to a new video. I really hope you're well. I just wanted to start with a little bit of a voiceover because as you can see I'm packing orders, and I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the support on the shop recently. It really means so much, and to be able to make products that I've wanted to do for so long is just an amazing feeling. So I just wanted to say thank you, but I'm just gonna cut up my tape and I'll be chatting with you again in just a minute. Hello lovely people, welcome back to my channel. Hello if you're new, thank you so much for being here. I'm feeling a little bit fragile this week. I need to adjust my camera. I am emotionally quite exhausted. As some of you know, my granddad passed away a couple of months ago now, but we said goodbye to him properly on Monday. So those of you that have lost friends, family members, anything like that will understand this kind of odd feeling after saying goodbye to someone. Yeah, so I'm feeling a little bit fragile. I had a lay-in this morning and I've been really slowly kind of going about my day, but talking to you guys on the vlog makes me really happy, and I love just being able to share what I'm working on and just to get your opinion where it's needed, like, because your opinion means a lot to me. So it feels kind of crazy that I enjoy coming and talking to myself. Maybe that isn't the most normal sounding thing, but technically I'm talking to you, so it's fine, it's okay. Thank you so much for your love on last week's studio vlog. I'm just going to show you the pin again because I'm so obsessed with it. This is the Love You Bud pin. I just love it so much. It's so shiny and cute and I just love it so much. This week I plan on finalising the backing cards and getting those ordered. Also finalising some new stationery to go along with the tulip design. I have a market in a couple of weekends, the eHearts market. I've taken part in a few of those since doing this channel, so you might have even, in fact, I think I've taken part in all the markets and I've documented them all on here. So I'm sure if you've been here for a while then you'll know that I really enjoy those markets, and my plan is to have an exclusive bundle just for the market, so you can buy everything together for the market weekend and then it will kind of be on the shop separately after that. So I'm planning on having some Love You Bud bundles, which will be a piece of stationery, which like just a little, I don't know if it will be blank, it might be lined, I haven't fully decided yet. Notepad. My chair's creaky, like these ones, like A6 kind of size with the tulips in the corner. Of course you will get the pin and also a vinyl sticker. I think that's going to be the little bundle that I do. I still need to work out prices and all that kind of thing, and I think I might restock those daffodil pecker at the same time because my washi tape is due to be dispatched this week, which means I should hopefully have them late next week, hopefully. And one of the designs is daffodil pecker, so I feel like it would be good to have the stationery kind of here at the same time. I don't know if I'm going to launch the washi tapes for the market. It all just depends on when they arrive. If I do launch them, it'll be like some sort of pre-order and there'll be like an exclusive deal, but I'm not going to think about that too much until I know they're kind of on their way and when I know they're going to arrive, so that I've got time to check them before I list them, all that kind of stuff. I think that's my plan for this week so far. As you would have seen, I packed up some orders yesterday. I had an influx over the weekend, so thank you so much for supporting my shop. It really means a lot. It's just crazy because I think I mentioned this in the beginning, but I've been able to make some products that I've wanted to for so long because of your support in the shop. Especially since the 28 Days of Sunshine, that launch was insane and I was just able to put it all straight back into new products and make the things that I've always wanted to. So yeah, it means so much. Thank you so much. I'm just going to take it slow though because I am not feeling my best, and I have started to also plan the office change. I'm really feeling the push to kind of get that started and take a little IKEA trip to get some bookcases for my products, and I don't think I'm going to buy new desks yet. It will all depend on my funds when I buy the bookcase, because the bookcase is my priority. That's the most expensive item, but it's going to be the most practical in the storage of my products. I've just got to kind of weigh it up, but this space just isn't giving me exactly what I need anymore. It's still very practical, and I'm very, very lucky to have the space I do, but I feel like I could be doing so much better with this space, and I will document the whole process as a separate YouTube video. So I'll probably do like a tour of what it looks like now, and then like a little bit of changing things up, and then like a final look at the office. I think that would be good. And then at some point in the future, when I've kind of settled, I'll do like a proper studio tour, like updated from the last one that I did. So yeah, that's kind of what's going through my head at the moment. I'm gonna focus on some bundles in a minute. I do have one order to pack that came in last night after I dispatched the others. It's so crazy that things have got like that, like the shop is doing so well at the moment that I can dispatch orders and another one comes through. Like, it's kind of crazy. And it's just made me realise that I need to maybe think about making some thank you cards to take that kind of tediousness off the writing the notes. I love writing notes, but I found I've got into the habit of writing the exact same thing, and maybe I need to put that onto a card that I can put in to orders with my links and everything like that, and a space that I can still write the name or a small message if I want to. I feel like that's a step that I need to be thinking about taking, just to save myself a little bit of time, because for example, if it takes me a minute to write each note, which it normally takes me around that, if I have even 10 orders to pack, that's an extra 10 minutes of writing the note when I could just be spending 10 seconds to write the name, if that, you know? Anyway, I'm blabbing on. I told you I like chatting on here and like just releasing my brain. So yeah, we're gonna do some designing and look into how much it's gonna cost to get some notepads made, and I'll chat to you in a bit. I'm actually gonna go and have a bit of a chill before I do some designing. I'm not feeling great, as I mentioned, and I honestly can't really face looking at the iPad right now. But everything is kind of set up for when I come back later to kind of get started properly. I just need to go and stop and chill. I don't think YouTube is the place for me to be as open about my struggles and my health and things. I don't know how I feel about it in this moment. I know a lot of you struggle with chronic health conditions, and I know it's good to have people you can relate to and things, but everybody's, you know, it's their own journey, and I am still quite private in mine. It's something I have a lot of insecurity around, but when I start Patreon, I think I'm going to be a little bit more open, because the people that join are often going to be people that enjoy my work the most, in a sense. Maybe not the most is the best word, because not everybody's in a position to be able to pay monthly for things. I think I'm going to feel a little bit safer talking more on a Patreon than I would be on YouTube, if that makes sense. I'm gonna go make a cup of tea, have a chill out, and just get my head in the right place to create, because I don't want to force it when I'm not feeling the best, because it's not gonna come out right, and then I'll get more stressed, and it's just an endless cycle of annoyingness. So yeah, I'll be back in a bit with some illustrating for you. So I'm back and I'm feeling a little bit more refreshed. I have finalised my ideas for, well, they're not finalised, they're not completed, but I've done, like, I think I know where I want to go with them, if that makes sense. So the first one is going to be stationery, and I've decided that I'm going to have it lined. I haven't done a lined notepad in, have I ever done one? I've done like to-do lists, but I don't think I've ever done like a lined piece of stationery. I don't know how well you're going to be able to see it here, but we have got some lines across here, and I've decided to go with a scalloped border, so it will be like a softer yellow down the tulip all around the border. I might even go for the pinky, like a pinky colour to match, like in the same tone as the red but on a much softer, like a softer version of it. I just want there to be a nice scalloped colourful border. I think that's going to look really lovely. And then it will have some like little hearts up in the corner up here. I don't know how I won't zoom in. I think it might have crashed. I've just crashed it. How lovely. Anyway, there's going to be some hearts in the kind of diagonal opposite corner to the tulips. And then this is the rough idea for the backing card. I think we're going to go slightly up than centered for the pin to sit, with a couple of hearts around it. I need to do it on Photoshop so I can kind of scale everything correctly so that I can get the pin to the right size that it actually is on the backing card, so then I can place the hearts in the right place so that I can just pop it into the center of where the hearts are every single time. And I think we're going to go with all the info down the bottom. I haven't decided if I want, or like what colour I want the background to be or anything yet. I might choose the colour that goes along with the notepad because, like I said, I want to do a bit of a bundle. So I might do a yellow backing card or that pinky red colour, or maybe even the green. And then I'll have the enamel pin word and my details underneath. It will say more than just Ellie's designs. I'll have my little icons, but that's all on the computer. I don't know what is wrong with my camera today. Keeps on focusing me. So yeah, I'm gonna play around with those a little bit more, get them more finalized. I'm gonna have to play around in terms of like the cut off, like the bleed line, things like that. I'll have to make sure that the scallops are definitely not going to be cut off, or that there's enough scallop and outer colour, if that makes any sense. But I'm really excited. The stickers I'm going to make in a house, of course, because I can do that. I'm going to make vinyl stickers at home. I'm going to see how much it's going to cost to restock the daffodil peckers, like I mentioned earlier. I'll work it all out, but we have a notepad design and a backing card, and my goal is, well, I had hoped I could get them ordered today, but I think I'm just going to take my time in the colours and everything and order them by the end of the week, because I'm going to be using banana print, and they're very quick turnaround, so I'm not too stressed in that sense that they might take ages. I think they have like 48-hour printing, so if I order them Friday, they'll be with me by Tuesday probably. So yeah, I'm happy. Let me know what you think in the comments, especially if we're liking tulip, and do we like the idea of a bundle? If you'd like the idea, are you hoping to grab one? Because that will help me get some numbers and things together. So yeah, I'm just going to do some pricing now. And oh, I forgot to mention, I got my what do you call it, proofing for the washi cutters. I know a lot of you are excited for those, so that makes me very happy. Let me just grab the proof. Here is the sunshine and cloud. We're gonna have a hoop hole here, and I don't have them with me right now, but I've got the little loops for them. They're not quite right, but I know what I'm going to do to kind of make that better, but I'll show you those later. And then we've also got the sunflower, which is a favourite, and again the loophole is up here, so it doesn't really kind of interrupt with the design, but it just means that I can put the hanger in a convenient place, because I didn't want it to be right at the top and I didn't want to be too close to the line where you cut things, so I thought if I put it kind of in between that, then it's kind of out of your way if you want to keep it on while you're using it. I'm excited for those. Oh, those should be with me, well, probably not till the week after next. They're in production though, so that's the main thing. Okay, so it's now the end of the week, it's Friday. I have come down with a bit of a cold, as you can probably hear in my voice. Yesterday was a complete write-off. I really wasn't able to do much at all yesterday. I felt horrible. And I think my exhaustion, whatever day it was it Wednesday? Tuesday, Wednesday, one of those days. I was just so tired. I'm often pretty tired because of my health generally, but then you add in a bit of a cold and it just makes everything 10 times worse. I'm feeling quite fragile, but I need to order the stationery because I could order it next week, but I'm then risking adding a bit of stress, and I really don't want to do that, especially as I'm almost ready to order the files anyway. Then I might as well get them ordered and just kind of reduce that stress off myself a bit. I also need to finalise the backing cards and get those ordered as well, because I've got 2 weekends until this market, but one of them starts tomorrow. You know what I mean? So it's not long at all. And the other thing I really wanted to do was order some thank you cards, like I mentioned before. I think I mentioned at the beginning of the studio vlog, I just want something to make the process a little bit easier, and thank you cards is going to be that thing. And they're going to be the sunshine pecker, like you are a ray of sunshine. I've decided that's going to be my first design for thank you cards. I don't know how often I'll update them. I don't know if I'll update them every time they sell out, or if I'll update them, I don't know. I don't know, I'll work it out as I go, but I think I'm going to start with 100, and those will go in 100 orders, and then maybe I could change it up every 100 orders or every 200, I'm not sure. It all depends how busy the shop kind of gets, I suppose, and how much creativity I have at the time of needing a new thank you card. So yeah, my plan is to finalise the documents and to get things ordered so that I can have a less stressful week next week. And I haven't shown these anywhere yet. I might have shown them on Instagram by the time this gets posted, but I got some washi tape pictures from my manufacturer. Excuse me, so rude. Yeah, pictures from my manufacturer. They're not the best photos in the world because they are a little bit grainy, but I'm so excited for this one. Look at the duckies. I am so excited to see that in person. I think the ducks are going to be a bit brighter than I expected, but that's okay. Look, the sunflowers. Oh my gosh. And the flower one is going to be brighter than I expected, but I kind of expected that when I sent them in. I did soften the yellow more than I normally would, and I think if I were to reorder them I would soften it even further, just so that it comes a little bit more pastel. But it's hard to tell from this photo like how it will actually look in person. And then we've also got photos of the memo pads. As you can see here, the yellow is quite bright on the flower design. I'm just going to wait to receive them. There's not much that can be done colour wise. It happens with any manufacturer. The colours aren't always going to come out exactly how you want them to. Like the printers we use at home are going to be different to the ones that we use or they use. I can't really help that. Hopefully they'll still be really lovely. So I'm going to stop talking now because I'm struggling. But I really wanted to come and do this vlog. I really want to be consistent with my Monday uploads. I feel like my channel is getting to a good spot and I don't want to kind of ruin that right now. So yeah, I'm going to finish those files, hopefully get those notepads ordered. So I'll be back with you once I've done something. So this is the file for the notepad. Let me just pop the border on because obviously it's going to be a little bit smaller than this. So where this red line is all going to be trimmed off, so it will be slightly like a slightly thinner border than it shows at the moment. I have done a test print. It's taken me a little while to get the lines correct. Yeah, I just struggled a little bit with like working out how much space to have in between. So I did some test prints, realised that this is probably a little bit too small. I did do one here as well. Please excuse my random words that I've written there. And I realised that if someone's got slightly bigger handwriting, that's not quite the right size. And I don't know how you can tell, but I think a couple of them aren't quite the same distance apart, which I don't even know how that happened. But this is the newer version, so side by side you can tell a difference. There is one less line on this side, and it just gives a little bit more space depending on the size of people's handwriting. The colours will be slightly different to this. They look a little bit orange on camera, but it's definitely on more of like the yellow side. So yeah, I think I'm done with that one now. I'm not sure if I'm going to pop Deli's designs down the bottom somewhere. I'm now going to move on to making some business cards. And hopefully I can get those done. I did have a bit of a break in between sorting this because when you've got a bit of a stuffy nose, I find concentrating is so much harder. So yeah, but I'm glad to have that done. I think it's looking really good and hopefully it should print really nicely. So yeah, I'm going to work on the business card now and yeah, hopefully I can get those ordered very soon, hopefully. Right, it's a little bit later. My hair's looking... It's not actually looking that crazy considering I just took it out of a scrunchie. I wanted to show you quickly, I'm still working away on things. I've done the backing card and I've done the stationery. I'm just working on the thank you cards now. So it's going to be the Your Array of Sunshine with the Sunshine Pecker. I know I mentioned it earlier, but let me show you. You can't see that at all. You get the idea. It's going to say Your Array of Sunshine and it's got pecker on it. But I was meant to print this out yesterday to show you because I downloaded some stationery from the lovely Becca from Rebel Jones. Again, I'll leave a link to these down below, but Becca recently came out with downloadable, like printable stationery. How cute are they? It's like a checkerboard background, and essentially you download the file. Obviously you pay for the file, which is £1.92, which is a bargain if you ask me. You download it and you print it and you've got stationery at home. I just think it's such a good idea. You get 2 A5 kind of pages. You could adjust that in your printer settings if you wanted them a little bit smaller and things, but I thought I'd print them to the full size, so I'm going to cut these out and use them. But I used my slightly nicer where is it, Hobbycraft paper rather than normal printer paper. I mean, this isn't like the nicest paper in the world, but it's just 180 GSM white card, and it just prints much nicer than standard printer paper. So I've printed these out. I wish the camera would show them off properly because they are beautiful. I think it's just the time of night that I'm using them, but how cute. If you love kind of like kawaii, cute pink purple goodies, Becca is your gal. Just thought I'd show you those. And also I bought up the little thingy-mabobbies that I bought for the washi tape cutters. I bought these little phone charm attachments, but I didn't think about how small the hoop would be, and I don't think that the cutters are gonna fit through like this because it doesn't like stretch. So my plan is to get some lobster clasps to go onto here, and probably another set of rings as well to attach them to the charms. That's how they did it on Zap as well, and I thought I could like skip a step, but I can't because these aren't like elasticated at all. But they're really cute and they're really little, and they're just going to be the nice addition to things. Let me grab my pencil case. This is kind of the only one I have handy. I don't actually own that many pencil cases, but the idea is that you see most zippers have the little hole on them. You then pop this part, like the hoop end, through, if I can do it, the zipper, and then you take the metal part and you pull it through the hoop. You kind of pull it and then it is attached to your zipper, and then obviously the washi cutter would be on the end there, so it's attached to your zipper, so hopefully you lose the washi cutter. And then to take it off is you literally just pull the hoop end, oh, and you've got it. So it's pretty simple, but I think it's just a nice little way to make sure that people don't lose their item, or to act as a way to make it less likely to lose them, you know. That's where I'm at. I was hoping that I could like have everything ordered by the end of this vlog, but unfortunately that hasn't happened. I will be ordering them over the weekend though, and I'll have an update for you on Monday. I'm hoping I'll feel a lot better by the time Monday comes around, and to be honest, I'd much rather feel, or I'm glad that it's hit me this weekend rather than next weekend, which is the market weekend, and I'm very excited for that because people often do lives and it can be a little bit exhausting, but like in the best way. That's me. I'm going to stop blabbing now. Thank you so much for watching this week's studio vlog. I really hope you enjoyed. I wish you the loveliest day, and I will speak to you next week. Bye.